Dear friends, here the Lord is rehearsing His work amongst His people in the whole account of Exodus, and speaking of how God had been faithful to them. He kept His covenant. He kept His promises. And my friends, our Lord Jesus Christ spoke of the fact that these things are written about Him. They speak of Him. And for some Christians, the Old Testament is something of the past, and we simply read it and study it simply as by way of information. That's all, just to gather information. But my friends, this is written, the Apostle Paul said, for our learning. And we are to apply these things to ourselves. How is it that the promises of God in Abraham are to be fulfilled? The Apostle Paul says in Galatians chapter 3 and verse 16 that the seed of Abraham is actually Christ. And it is through Jesus Christ the promises are fulfilled. That the promises are fulfilled, but how do we receive the promises that were given to Abraham and them being fulfilled in Jesus Christ to us? The Apostle says by faith we receive them. And by faith we become heirs of God and joint heirs with Jesus Christ. That is how we are even referred to. The Christian by faith is referred to as the heirs of promise. And that this is using Old Testament language for New Testament Christians. Dear friends, when you read these passages as the children of God, if you're a Christian, you can take comfort from every page of the Old Testament and say, God keeps His